If we're going to be used by God to bring other people to faith, we have to care. You have to care to share. We can talk all night long about answering hard questions, how to start a conversation, how to do this, how to do that. But honestly, if we don't care deep down in our hearts about lost people, all of that will do no good at all. We need to ask God to touch our hearts because He has commanded us to go into all of the world and preach the gospel. But are believers doing this in general? Absolutely not. Did you know that 1 in 20 Christians have ever even attempted to share the gospel? And only 1 in 10 think they should. Most people have never led another person to Christ. Most Christians, I should say. And a poll was done, and it revealed that only half the people sitting in the pews of American churches today could even articulate the gospel. Listen, every Christian should be able to give the gospel in 3 minutes or less. I should be able to point to any one of you and say, come on up here right now and give the gospel. And if you can't do that, you need to learn how to do it. You say, well, Greg, can you do it? Well, let me just take a stab at it, all right? It's just a cut to the chase message. This is if you're in the plane that's on its way down. And you don't have the luxury of opening statements, analogies, jokes, and all that. You're just going to give them the gospel. Listen, here's the bottom line. God loves you, but you're separated from Him by your sin. And there's nothing you can do to satisfy the righteous demands of God. That's why there's that big hole in your heart that you can't fill with anything this world has to offer. But here's the good news. 2,000 years ago, God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, who was fully God, yet He was fully man, to die in our place on the cross and pay the price for every sin we have ever committed. And if we will turn from our sin and put our faith in Jesus Christ and Him alone for salvation, God will forgive us and we can go to heaven when we die. That was probably less than 3 minutes, okay? Look, I'm not doing that to impress you. Anyone can do what I just did, okay? That's what I'm trying to point out. It's a simple message, not a simplistic one, but a simple one. A profound one, but one that most people out there have never heard. And listen, you can do that and more. And so we need to be willing to take that little step. And so we'll say, well, I can't do it. I may not have the answers if they ask me a hard question, or I don't really know where to start, or they might shut me down. Yeah, maybe they will, but maybe they won't. Maybe you just need to say, Lord, touch my heart and make me care. The great evangelist D.L. Moody said, winners of souls must first be weepers of souls.